Welcome back. In our top business story, the trade volume in the UAE's free zones rose 19% in the first quarter of the year, the Federal Customs Authority said. It reached 101 billion dirhams between January and March, and with that accounts for 31% of the total trade volume in the UAE. That reached over 329 billion dirhams, of which imports hit 204 billion and exports and re-exports 125 billion dirhams. The FCA added that the Q1 free zone trade data reflects the important economic role the zones play for the entire economy and its position as an international trade hub. The first fourth-generation mobile broadband network was launched in the UAE today by mobile phone operator Etisalat in hopes of enhancing the country's global position in the telecommunications sector. The network, which costs 6 billion dirhams, claims to be the widest in the Middle East. It will significantly facilitate data handling. Watching high-definition movies, playing online multiplayer games, and using social network applications will now be quicker with up to speeds of 100 megabits per second. Nasser bin Oboud, acting CEO of Etisalat, said that the launch marks a new milestone for Etisalat and that his company was looking at reaping long-term benefits from the investment. He added that the 4G mobile network will help develop major sectors of the economy, including e-government projects, education, healthcare, and finance.
Everybody is techno-savvy with those smart devices, smartphone, smart tablets and iPads. So everybody is hungry for bandwidth. So this technology will help the consumer and the businesses to have very high speed internet.
The Emirates Securities and Commodities Authority has signed an agreement with the Abu Dhabi Stock Exchange and the Dubai Financial Market to start implementing international financial reporting standards for listed companies by using the so-called extensible business reporting language. The agreement is part of the SCA's goal to enhance the disclosure and improve transparency on the markets. It is also another step towards the SCA's plan to apply advanced technologies on the local markets. In detail, the extensible business reporting language will facilitate the electronic display, storage and use of financial data, officials said on the SCA's website. By that, it allows investors and financial analysts to analyze data more accurately. And with that, let's now look at the stock indices across the GCC. In our international business news, Europe's debt crisis dominated discussions between world financial leaders at the World Bank and IMF semi-annual meeting on Saturday. Financial markets are currently very anxious about potential defaults by countries like Greece and other heavily indebted European nations, and the possibility that Europe's banking system could be at risk given the size of its holdings of Eurozone debt. World Bank President Robert Zoellick therefore warned of the looming danger to the global economy if Europe and the United States do not take decisive action to solve the financial crisis. IMF head Christine Lagarde added that large emerging markets such as China also have an important role to play in bolstering the global economy.
There is a role for everyone, and that was also clearly the understanding in the room, which means that for large emerging markets, there is a role to be played. Countries with an external surplus account can certainly play their part in rebalancing the economy, because that's really in the background and also at the root of what is happening at the moment.
Meanwhile, Robert Zoellick reiterated the World Bank's commitment to more than triple its funding for the drought-stricken countries in the Horn of Africa. The bank boosted its funding to now $1.9 billion from roughly $500 million it announced in July.
The World Bank is supporting the common call for action in the Horn of Africa that's being led by the UN humanitarian agencies, with stalwart support by the UK, Australia, European Commission, United States, and others. In addition to addressing today's disaster, our effort will be to help build recovery for tomorrow and resilience for the future. A humanitarian crisis should not and need not be a perpetual crisis.
Young people in the United States are falling behind their overseas peers in reading, math and science, President Barack Obama warned this weekend, calling an education reform an essential part of the U.S. economic recovery. In his weekly internet address, Obama said as many as a quarter of American students are not finishing high school, and far too few young people are getting college degrees. He stated that countries who out-educate their youth today will out-compete tomorrow, adding that businesses will hire wherever the highly skilled, highly trained workers are located. Obama's $447 billion job creation plan includes money for hiring teachers and school repairs. His rival Republicans, however, have argued that Obama's stimulus spending put the country into fiscal trouble without making a big enough dent in unemployment, which remains above 9%. Before we go, here's a quick overview of the oil, precious metals and currency markets, and after that, we have the day's sports news for you.